Hi Libra, it's Cherry. So I got some cards already pre-shuffled for you because I did Aries through Virgo and then I lost it, and so I had to redo all of them like really fast. So I just went ahead and pre-shuffled just to be consistent. And let me show you what you got. I'm gonna let that be a surprise. Alright, so first you got the Seven of Arrows, which I thought maybe wasn't such a positive card, but also this is, by the way, this is the Lover's Path Tarot, so it has a kind of a good meaning. Let me just let you know what it says according to the Lover's Path. It's all these different famous couples and their energies and how they affect this. So the Seven of Arrows is talking about defense and caution and self-protection, feeling vulnerable. So you could be starting off the year like this, or this could be residual effects from 2020, but feeling sort of vulnerable, a little, maybe even a little bit paranoid, but just a little bit cautious, cautious and trying to examine your situation, everything that's going on, and not make any fast decisions or anything. And then next what you have is the Ten of Coins. So it's like, okay, that's a quick jump, but we know Ten of Coins is really good. I feel like it's a promise, it's kind of like universe saying, hey, whatever's going on right now, the bigger picture is good things to come. You've got the coins coming in. This is about the accumulation, prosperity, expansion. It could also be about your money situation, gonna be really good. Expansion, property, great satisfaction, creating a family to share wealth with, and the successful accumulation of business plans, or even an inheritance this year. And then you got balance, which I know Libras love to see. You have the Venus, Vulcan. This is the couple of Venus and Vulcan, and balance. And I feel like you're gonna find your harmony and equilibrium. This is also about your artistry. It's really coming out nicely, this artistry. Venus was first worshipped as a nature goddess associated with the arrival of spring, only later gaining in notoriety for her sensual exploits. To balance her natural exuberance, the gods wed her to Vulcan, the lame god of the forge. Venus did not appreciate her husband's skillful craftsmanship, and she did not hesitate to share her affections with others. But despite this, Venus and Vulcan marriage did endure, and each was necessary to the other, as opposites often are. So, maybe that's not representing of your situation at all, but just know that there is a balance here that's happening for you. And yeah, it could be related to business and everything. You have the Seven of Cups though, so there's still going to be times where you might think of the choices, and be, maybe choices will come up for you, other areas that you can go into, maybe in your love life, but feeling a little indecisive and maybe overindulging in thoughts of fancy or what the future may bring, and having lots of daydreams. So you have to you're going to have to come to a point where you have to move past just the daydreams. Dreaming is good, but you'll have to put either action into it, or you have to let the dream go, because so you can move forward and rejoin the world. And so there's that kind of sense of, might being stuck in that. But I feel like your Princess of Staves is coming in. So this is either you or somebody you're interested in, or however you want to see that, Brunhilde, she's a Norse goddess. And so Brunhilde is all about, she's kind of has a youthful sort of essence about her. The The staves here represents wands and fire, passion, and this kind of, but princess represents youth or young, or maybe not immature, but sort of a youthful energy. And it also represents new ideas and communication and enthusiasm. It's important to communicate and listen, because inspiration will be coming to you, and this could be an inexperienced young person who may be very passionate but not very experienced. So this could be you or somebody else, or it's just that the feeling, you know, that's involved in this situation, this sort of youthful, passionate feeling. All right, and then he also have, with the nature, whispers of love, the spend quality time together, listen and talk to each other. This is really nice. So I feel like there's somebody in your situation that's coming up that you will have to spend quality time together. I mean, you need to, and you definitely need to talk, and you need to really understand and just be kind of face to face, heart to heart, you know. So I thought that was 46. Uh-oh. Oh, I thought this was, okay, hold on. I think I actually, I did right. This is Whispers of Love. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, yeah, so 46, Whispers of Love. Whispers of Love, 46, spend quality time together. Let me try to get you the extended message here as everything falls off my table. All right, yeah, all right, so you know, it's easy to slip into routine of daily life without making time to really connect and give your partner or relationship your full and uninterrupted attention. Make eye contact and actively appreciate each other. When you really tune into someone, they feel valued, validated, and valued. Doing this will deepen your relationship. When was the last time you complimented something your partner or loved one did? Giving someone a compliment takes a little time and does not have a price tag. Encouraging or commending someone can positively affect his or her entire day. Two elementals, fairies, share a kiss under a crescent moon. The kiss represents, crescent moon. Shared feelings of love or friendship. And when you're in a relationship, do you make time to be present and share your love? Quality time can make or break any relationship. If you haven't been fully aware of someone, it's time to make the change. And quality time is one of the love languages. That's something you might want to check out. If you pick this pile, whether you're Libra or not, you pick this pile because of the Lover's Path maybe, but check out everything that has to do with love language, because quality time is one of those things that you can show somebody, but also something that you might like to receive. This is your important love language. Anyway, I feel like there's going to be that, you know, even if you're not in the most ideal of circumstances with the person that you're with, I feel like you're going to have more eye-to-eye quality time together, where you really try to get to know them and really understand them better, and keep building on this happily ever after with them, you know. And even, you know, sometimes at first they might not seem what you were expecting. Okay, so now let's get some charms going. Okay. Oh, and one on the floor. What's that? I don't see it. Oh well. I'll have to look for it later. Oh no, maybe I'm looking for it now. Alright, it was just the word why. Why? Alright, so in our January, February, and March, you have stubborn Sven, but you have the good guys coming here, and the X-Wing fighter, cool, and some intelligent conversations, and you have you know, you have the seashell here, but it's interesting. This one is in a spiral, right? And so much of nature grows in spirals, and so do our lessons and the way we grow. We grow in a spiral pattern. I'm gonna do one of my next shapes videos is going to be about this spiral growing and knowledge of how our minds work, how we create, how we grow. But just remember, it's similar to like round and round and repeating something. Sometimes you don't like to repeat, but in the repeat, you've learned something new and you grow and you evolve, you know. And when you ascend in a spiral motion as well. So those are some thoughts. So don't be stubborn to growth, because you're on the right path here. All right. So the next group, the April, May, and June, you got Belle. She is full of love. You have Germany and color. You have Jack Skellington. And you have like the wheel of the year, which is awesome, especially to have it pretty early on. It's just saying that your year is going to be great, full of abundance. And you might, you just might really get into fortune tellers and tarot readings and things like that, or may do your own. You have Saint Anthony, which is the patron saint of lost things and lovers. And it is the Italian Valentine's Day. So even though we have Valentine's Day in the first quadrant, you might be feeling more of the love energy in the second quadrant. I see sweet things, and I see maybe like a soulmate or twin flame couple that feel tied together. A very odd couple with this very loving Belle and this very unusual Jack Skellington type, but sometimes opposites attract. Just very much kind of like, this scenario, just kind of like two people who aren't very much alike, but somehow they fit together. All right, let's see what's in the next quadrant. July, August, September, you got Y. You've got motorhead, so maybe working on your vehicles, meeting somebody who's a mechanic, or just being a mechanic, something having to do with motors, and that you're going through a love cycle that's coming around and being very fortunate. Maybe this person will be able to help you with your cars. It's a very handy thing to have somebody in your family or friends or whatever that's good with, either a maintenance man, a mechanic. All of those things can be very helpful in the areas that you may have trouble with, right? And bicycles, some getting out and about, faith and hope, and the key to everything, and music and tasting. Reach Italy, the elephant of memories. It's nice. It's nice right here. I mean, could be an Italian, since we have the Italian, kind of an Italian reference here. But it feels like things are progressing. It feels very, feels like metals and oils, it kind of has that feeling to it to me. It feels very masculine, and this has a little bit of music, but like the person that you're dealing with could be like that mechanic or somebody that deals with those kinds of things. All right, and then in the last quadrant, October, November, December, we have Aladdin, who's also quite in transition. We've got the chandelier, so parties, you're going to be able to party again. It's going to feel really good. Next year at this time, you'll be able to do all the things that you wish you could do. The drinking, the going out to bars and clubs and restaurants. You've got the United States. So if you live in the United States, it looks like things are perking up, but there's music. You've got the weight, so could be working out. There is this feeling of a person or something that's very unusual. No two snowflakes are alike. So, and maybe you'll have snow this season. You got the fish. The fish is about prosperity, recognition, job well done, getting good finances. You got beautiful, like a really glow up time. Also the royal suite, maybe a getaway to a romantic place, you know, something really exciting, because Aladdin's here. He might want to show your whole new world, so something like that. Now it's interesting, only 3 came out in the special message, but these are good because if you take a chance, you will win big. So that's what the dice with the money is telling me here, you know, taking a chance but winning with this, and dreaming big and being optimistic. The little pig represents optimism and a good attitude, you know. So that looks really good for you. Let me get some Scrabble. Okay. Ooh, you got a twin flame here. Okay, and let's see, you got A, N, I, Annie. And T, and an E, and a U. Tay, and what's this one? And another N. So I see like maybe 9 is important. 9. And maybe tint. Or even 10. Wait, I thought I had a tint. No, okay, 10. 10 might be important here. Let's see. If you see anything, then that's your message. Somebody's initials, somebody's name, a word. But I saw 10 and I saw 9. So 9 and 10 could be important in your situation somehow. And also Nan is here. And ants. Little ants moved to rubber tree plants because they had high hopes. All right, high hopes. Let's see, anything else I can see? ET, extraterrestrials hanging out. You got a net. All right, you guys. Oh, you have a unit, maybe a like apartment unit. Like, yeah, a unit. So something like that. Okay, guys. All right, well, I'm moving on to Scorpio. Hi, Scorpio. Fellow Scorpio, should I say. Well, my sun is in Scorpio. All right, so I had to, Scorpios, I had to do this. I had to pre-shuffle away from the screen so I could be consistent with all the pile 1 group. I mean, the part 1 people. Part 1 was Aries to Virgo, and I had to redo it, and so I had to redo it real fast. So just to be consistent, I pre-shuffled these. All right, so let's see what you guys get. Okay, you have the 10 of Swords. When this came out, my heart was heavy, and I said, "Oh, 10 of Swords, come on, let's have a good start." But I decided, you know, I'm gonna read the description, and maybe there's hope here. And what's great about the Santa Muerte is it's advice from the dead, and the 10 of Swords is a kind of death, and actually for Santa Muerte, death means, hey, something good is gonna come out of this, believe it or not. So this could be something from you know, like 2020 carried over, something, a closure, some kind of, but it could even be a rebirth. So the chrysalis is closed and the moth is now complete, evolved and able to hang from a height to have a total and impartial view. The pain, the problems we have dealt with, the tears we have spilled have reached their apex and are transformed, ready to overcome the situation by grabbing the opportunities that we're presented in front of us and that we're now able to deal with. So it's a good message. And the advice from the dead is sublimate all the negative events that have passed and make the most of the possibilities that are manifesting around you as soon as possible. So just kind of like get on with your life is basically, and also I think the things that have happened that might have been negative, in retrospect, or in a big view, you'll see that they weren't really as big of a problem as they seemed at the time. And so I think it is okay to move on quickly from that. And so next you have Five of Cups, wanted to come out twice, and I said fine, I will take the Five of Cups. So Five of Cups, this is another darn sadsies type card, and I'm like, I don't want sad stuff for my year, but Five of Chalices is important here to integrate this into what you need to do next. So it brings a period of introspection into the labyrinth of our emotions and sentiments. It's a period of reflection and solitude that could bring us into reconciliation or retreat. And the initial resistance, disappointment, or prudence can be transformed successfully into something else. So you're moving on and you're transforming, The advice from the dead is saying, stay with your emotions and let them overwhelm you. Let them flow and follow their course. It's only in this way will you arrive at a new harmony and alliance. So at one point, once you have the swords telling you to move on, and move on quickly, yes, but don't forget you can wallow in it for as much as you want to and then move on, all right? Just know how long you need to stay in that energy, but don't stay in it forever. All right, and then we have the Six of Pentacles. That's time right there. That's talking about how long you should stay in that energy and when a new energy is about to reveal itself. So the Six of Pentacles is saying that we're present but in front of a precarious equilibrium. An alternation that swings like a pendulum and between positive and negative. It could make our physical and economic situation unstable while waiting for a solution and ulterior evolution. But with time, fluid and unilateral, it's never stopping, and that will make the situation evolve and enable us to overcome eventual obstacles. So basically, this is more of the same. You're overcoming obstacles. All right, and here you go. In comes something or someone with love in their hearts, which is always a good thing when we're dealing with cups energy in this way. It feels good, and it feels like we're getting somewhere, So here is our Knight of Cups. I just want to be sure I get. So you have reached a goal and the end experience that will leave us richer and independent. The Knight of Chalices therefore represents a conquest, but he's also an intermediary, the messenger of good news or an invitation to challenges and initiatives to be taken with strength and will. So there's the advice of the dead is saying, abound totally in your emotions and feeling as you are about to reach an important target. So, no negative sentiments should disturb you. So it's good. And somebody could, a water sign could be on their way, Scorpio. Somebody that you can understand and relate to, another water sign, like another Scorpio or Pisces or Cancer. All right, and then you have the star. The star is so, I love this star. She's bright and beautiful and dead. But it's kind of ironic because I dressed up Day of the Dead for Halloween this year, and I never would have done that before, but it felt really beautiful to kind of really feel the skeleton, the bones of my face, and that's what I would look like, if I didn't have skin or whatever, So an active, luminous, she's active and luminous, full of hope and immersed in her own environment. The star brings with it receptiveness, altruism, and fertility. It's like a powerful action of irrigating the world where finally we find our place, able to reposition our own energies toward positive perspectives for the future. It also pushes us at times to choose between two options we find in our hands that seem incompatible, but to reconcile them. If this flow, however, is aimed badly, there will be some losses, but so you got to focus and do this in the most temperance type way. See, the star is in temperance, but she does deal with the water element, and she's dealing with the water element here. Aha! And so it looks like this might be an actual match and a beautiful companionship, and it's all because of the water that brings you two together, and it feels nice. It feels nice. I'm trying to get back to the water. Where's the water? So this is love, pure and simple. It's imperative, passion, strong connection, reciprocal energy. It's not one where you give, and get nothing in return. This is one where you give and it's matched second by second, minute by minute, feeling for feeling. Everything is identical. And not just not feelings, because feelings can be matched. Passion can be matched. But love language, like actions, gifts, quality time, communication, honest, sincere, loving communication, not hurtful, demeaning communication that comes from an ego and comes from, the saying, hurt people. It's not like that. This is going to be a person who just pure and simple will love you and not have any inclination or desire to hurt you. Okay, so that sounds really good. All right, and then for our oracle, I use my very own erotic enchantment, and you got Virility, Take on Me. You might have had this kind of offer many times before, but this time when this offer comes about, it will be with the right person who totally cares for you and will treat you with the respect that you deserve. All right, so now let's see what your charms have to say. Okay, let's see now. What do we got in the first quadrant? January, February, March. We have AC/DC, electric, exciting, a very maybe unusual kind of connection. February 14th, Valentine's Day. It's going to be very nice. So the 12th or 14th of any of these months, you're fearless. You have grace. A miracle will happen. Somebody that's crusty on the outside but sweet on the inside. That kind of makes me think of Cancer. So maybe this water sign, this person coming in, I thought it was going to take a while, but maybe they're coming in right away in that first quadrant. Maybe by Valentine's Day you'll have a very nice time. You have Namaste. You have you're a flower. They see you as a precious gift and a flower, and they treat you with 100% love and not any kind of disdain or cruelty, or they could have some Libra placements, Libra charming, or they could be very charming. Oh, here we have Aquarius. So that star could represent Aquarius lovers for some people out there. We have the guardian angel. Somebody's watching over you. Could be an ancestor or somebody very protective of you and also protective of your love life and doesn't want any harm to come to you. You could be meeting at a specific place, or maybe there's some kind of French connection here. The sharpness is okay as long as it's about honesty and truth, but honesty is not about cruelty. Honesty is not about dishing out a so-called truth that hurts. Because honestly, the truth doesn't hurt. the truth would set you free. The truth is actually very beautiful, and it can be very loving. But when it's used in an egocentric way to hurt people, it's not honest. It's not true honesty. It's a tool. It's a tool to use against somebody. So there could be like a residual feeling of somebody who hurt you, or it could be some actual truth coming out finally. You've got America, da, da, da. The United States flag here. I don't know, somebody patriotic. You know, maybe there's hope for the United States. You've got the fairy angel. She's blessing you and always with you. You know, the fairies are guides as well, so trust them and have faith that they care too. A lot of creativity right off the bat and good fortune. So let's see what your next quadrant, April, May, and June. You've got more good luck. The good luck left over here and into that pile. You've got time to buy yourself something. This could be the baby clothes, or it could represent like lingerie or sexy stuff. You're good. You're playing playful. I think the number 1 is significant here. 1 meaning like 2 can become 1. Your love cycle is coming around for the better. Deep, sweet communication. You have believe and music and soaring, taking off, you know, like in all areas of your life. I see this though as kind of having a cosmic connection, but also, you know, doing really good in your career and in your life path. You've got baby making stuff, maybe with somebody in Florida, kisses happening, and a wine cellar, like drinking, enjoying life. So one of these months, April, May, or June, the 28th might be important, and or the 23rd. You are really beautiful. You're glowing up, but also the ruby signifies to me that your business is doing well. Like people were known to have buried a ruby underneath their building, whatever, to create success and stability for their buildings, so, or their shop or their work, you know. So I think that, you know, like figuratively imagine it, you know, just imagine, let's say you have an online business. Imagine that ruby right there as bringing you good luck. Yeah, because you're working really hard and your work is paying off. But it could also represent the wheelbarrow that you could be doing outside, gardening and fixing up the outside of your house. Look, you're cherry blessed. I'm cherry and I'm a Scorpio, so that's perfect for me. And a lot of drinking, I don't know, celebrating in this quadrant. And mittens, keep your hands, protect your hands. Make sure you, especially in this time of year for Northern Hemisphere, use your sunscreen and stuff, you know, keep your hands protected, and lotions and whatever. I have to constantly take care of my hands. But look, you have this beautiful butterfly of transformation, so really transforming, really looking nice. So for July, August, September, not a whole lot happening, but look, you got the twin flame symbol. This is the original twin flame. Actually, this is the lovers. This is the lovers in the garden, and then the angel in between them, bringing them together. And you have the letter T, and then you have the angels watching over you. The Christmas angels in the box, keeping an eye on you. Your guardian angels. And then in the next quadrant, October, November, December, you have, I don't know about you guys, but I have Venus in Capricorn, so it's kind of that heavy energy. Venus in Capricorn means that you like chivalry and old-fashioned wooing and courting, and somebody treating you like a princess and not treating you like a piece of meat, you know, basically. So you might find that person who treats you in a chivalrous manner. This also represents stability in love, like Saturn in the 7th house means partnerships and connections with people that you've known in past lives. So this has to do with karma and soulmates and that kind of thing. You have love, you have hope, maybe a Leo coming in, courage, something very fragile at first that gets its feet and then becomes very stable. You could be having some baby making time or being very fertile right here. You have the black and the white. Could be a soccer connection, but I see this kind of as polarities in the dark and the light, and just being really acknowledging that you have to kind of see both in the situation, the shadow side sometimes. You have and in the choices that you make, and maybe in your partnerships too that you make, there could be polarities in that. You have the Star of Hope. You're tall and beautiful, or you might meet somebody who's tall and beautiful, but yeah, really just enjoying the way your appearance. I think you're just going to look like this is another glow up, like you're looking really beautiful in this time of the year. And the sundial could represent, it's 2, 10, and 8. Those numbers could mean something for you, or something having to do with the sun, like an outing that has to do with the sun, or something about the sun is pointing you in the right direction. It could also represent Sunday, direction. It's a little bit like direction and timing. So it's a combination of finding just the right time to do something and pointing yourself in just the right direction at the same time. Then you've got here is this lady of this is the Lady of Guadalupe. So maybe feeling connection with Hispanic heritage or something, or something like that during that quadrant. Okay, everybody, well, that's Scorpio, and I'm moving now to Sagittarius. I totally forgot Scorpio's Scrabble and the middle message. Your special message is Van Halen, 1984. So rest in peace, Eddie, and you mean a lot to me. Van Halen, I grew up with Van Halen as a teenager, and their music really moved and inspired me. I don't know, but I feel like you're spreading your wings. Your Wonder Woman 1984 might inspire you a little bit, make you feel tough and woman power. I don't know, but the tour of the world just means you might be able to travel a little bit. Let's see what your Scrabble has to say. Okie dokie. Let's see. I'm going to put them over here so you can see better. You got T, E, I. So you got a tie. You have pi also. And you have a pun. TD, E, DEP, E, lots of E's, and L. Wow, okay. Let's see. It's maybe pent up. Feeling kind of pent up, tie. Diving into a new relationship, or into taking that person on. You have Ted. So whatever you guys see, whatever you see that's your T, like teeing up for golf. Lots of things could be happening. Also Lent. Put dent. This one's kind of interesting. Dive. But just like what always happens with me in Scrabble, I could play with this forever, and I'm not gonna, but you can if you want to, so hope you enjoy that. All right, now I'm moving on to Sagittarius. Hi Sagittarius, it's Cherry, who is a Scorpio. So I am having to do this quickly in a different way. Like I did Aries through Virgo, and then I lost it, and so I had to do that first group all over again. And so I decided, well, I better be consistent and do everybody like pre-shuffle off screen. So that's what I'm doing. So let's just see what you guys got. So first you got the 8 of Discs, which is really great. It's all about hard work and skill and achieving like mastering your craft, dedication and focus to your job, and really becoming a master at it. So that sounds good for this year. You also have 9 of Discs, which means good luck in everything, sitting pretty and having abundance and luxury, affluence, being self-sufficient, like having your own home business or whatever it is, but like being surrounded by she's being surrounded by angels, but that's how you feel. You just like, whoa, it feels so good. Like you feel like really good in your skin. Then you got 2 of Cups. Like, hello, can I be Sagittarius, please? So you've got lots of good stuff coming to you. This is union and harmony and bonding with somebody. Meet, that perfect person in your life, or finding a really great person to work with too, like a perfect partnership. Then you've got the 3 of Cups, so some more harmony and celebrating. This could be for some of you like a tryst, like a little getaway, like a little rendezvous, sexual kind of thing. But in the bigger sense, it's just having good company, sharing, lots of fun, and feeling like irresistible connections with people. Then look, you also have the 10 of Discs. So the 10 of Pentacles is that stable family life. It's building upon a legacy. So those of you who are single are really going to find your mate this year for sure. You got the 2 of Cups and the 10 of Discs, and you're going to find some stability and happily ever after for your situation. If you've already found someone, it's just you're going to grow your family, or you're going to find a place together. You're going to find some stability. And the 4 of Wands. So this could all be happening with your twin flame. Just that one that you got the connection with that no one else can connect with. This is a very special connection, very special soulmate, very special kind of soulmate is your twin flame. Not all soulmates are twin flames, but all twin flames are soulmates. And they're sometimes karmic too as well. So sometimes you go through some things, but no, this year is not a time for you to go through things at all in a negative sense. This is just reaping your rewards and really, really, really a lot of happiness here. And of course, I know all of this because your Wisdom of the Oracle card is Milk and Honey. Okay, come on now. This is your Milk and Honey year, so it's very exciting. I'm jealous. I'm appreciative though that you have found this. I'm glad for you. Ugh. No, but you deserve it, because I'm sure, like, I know a lot of wonderful Sagittarians, and whoever's watching this, I'm sure has had to deal with their ups and downs, but you deserve Milk and Honey year. So the essential meaning to Milk and Honey is the taste of prosperity, opportunities born of authenticity. I think that's one of the reasons why you win, because you're authentic. You're not messing around. You're not being somebody else. You're not hiding behind things. You are just you, and you do what you love, and if you don't love it, you don't do it. You're not fake, and I really appreciate it about Sagittarius. Okay. Trusting that your needs will be met. Like Melanie, a lot of fire and passion out there. Sometimes she might give herself too much to do. That could be the only downfall I can see, but I don't see that at all in this set of cards. But yeah, you're getting your milk and honey. You've entered a time in your life enjoying the land of milk and honey that everyone wants to experience. It's an interlude that feels more languid than ambitious. You're going to have your ambitious times for sure, but you're definitely going to have a bigger, broader sense of languid, like, feeling good, like, don't actually have to work anymore if I don't want to. I'm like living off the land. I'm living off this money that I'm making, or whatever it is that you're doing, If you work, you're only doing it for the pleasure and joy of it, which feels really great. These times are precious and only come when you're in your authentic zone, wearing the world as a loose garment, not wanting yet able to be nourished in ways both tangible and subtle. Abundance is an energy that you are a living part of. All your needs are being met. You're given the gift of nourishment in every form. In relationships, for those of you who are interested, this is sensuality too, and connection and passionate romance between lovers, sweet moments of understanding, and love among friends and family are all here for you to savor now. Your heart's calling will be answered. Let your thoughts and feelings be sweet with gratitude, and you will be nourished with honey of abundance. Your prosperity message? There is only one authentic you. This version of yourself is Spirit's emissary in the world. When you're in alignment with the truth that you are a unique expression of the divine, your ego can rest and your soul can illuminate your purpose. I feel like everybody needs to watch Sagittarius to know how to get what they want out of life. Be true to yourself. Sometimes you do need to watch the opposite of who you are, or something that's not you, just to get a clue what's out there. So your ego can rest and your soul illuminates with your purpose. And now is the time when you're seeking your true north. All right, there we go again. I keep getting this message about the true north, so maybe that's why this is exciting. So when you find this direction, you automatically step into prosperity, and the world brings you evidence of abundance. Miracles are a choice and a way of seeing the world. With every choice you make right now, you have the potential to seize good fortune and embrace your destiny. Opportunities will lead you to your best life now. Be open to them. You're getting a sweet taste of what you want. Very nice. Very nice. All right, let's see what your charms have to say. Okay. Let's see. I didn't grab that many, but I'm okay with that. All right, so January, February, March, we got the whisk. Maybe some of you are chefs, but you might be cooking, whatever, mixing it up. And enjoying your drink for sure. Maybe you're a cocktail person, like maybe you're coming up with cocktail concoctions, a lot of different drinks to share people. Maybe you're a bartender. Maybe you're going to get to work in your bar again. Maybe your bar is going to be opened up. Anyway, there's hope here. And you have creativity. And the snowflakes. So there could be, for some of you, there could be snow, but it also represents no two snowflakes are alike. You're very original. You're one of a kind. You're very sought after and special because of your idea. I'm eyeballing this ring over here. Okay, so in the next quadrant, April, May, and June, we have Forever Miracle. For me, it would be a miracle, a forever miracle, if this ring showed up in my place. Of course, St. Joseph is here. Nice, the daddy. You have the passionate Scorpio here. You have a lot of music. You have the little action. Oh, that's just a child, so maybe thinking of kids. You have the dolphin, communication, deep and sweet and potent communication. Bingo, good luck. Music, protection. Hamsa hand means protection, and W. And then you have the engagement, the possible engagement. Just getting the ring or giving, committing, something going on here, but it definitely showing up in the cards too. You've got the Two of Cups, so that could be that, or could also have to do with commitment, like let's move in together or something like that. All right, so in the July, August, September, we have more music, but this could be, look at this. This is like a rock star and a ballerina in love with each other. So somebody could be either playing guitar or learning how to play the guitar, you know, and somebody could be dancing. Aw, it's cute though. It's like the rock star. Oh, you know what this is. I know what this is. Well, she's not a Sagittarius, she's a Capricorn, but my niece is an amazing ballerina. She is the dancing girl and dancing queen, but she just recently started practicing guitar. So yeah, it's kind of like the Sterling girl, the girl who dances and plays the violin. I think that's what this person's going to be like, you know, like multi-talented. We're taking on a lot of different hobbies, or, you know, learning things. Something on the 16th or the 5th of any of these months is going to be kind of significant. Okay, and so the next section, October, November, December, we have the car. So you might be getting a car. You might be taking a road trip. You got the frog, good luck, the pacifier. Pacifier can mean, you know, babies, but I think it also just means content, like feeling pacified, like relaxed and happy. You know, when you see that baby sucking on the pacifier, it makes them calm, right? They're just, yeah, I'm good. I don't need anything. I'm fine. You know, so it's kind of like that. That's how you feel. I'm good. I don't need anything. You've got, yeah, because you got your alcohol. You got your bottle of wine, celebrating things. You might be having little picnics. So I feel like early on you've met this person, and by the end of the year you're still with them and you're feeling really good, high on life, everything's doing good. If you haven't met, I mean, if you need to meet somebody, but this could be something completely different. Like if you're already with somebody, if you're already connected, then your connection just feels very strong and stable through all of this. You have fortune telling cards, so you could be watching fortunes, tarot card readings, pick cards, or doing your own or something like that. You're really glowing up. Like, you look like a beautiful goddess. And the mermaid also talks about a deep communication, like really honest, but with depth, you know. You're someone special. And the prayer hands are like manifesting. You manifest this reality. You manifest the good in your life. We got the number 8. It's like the infinity sign. You got 2 frogs, and maybe your person is like a frog. Like your luck is kind of like contagious. Everybody that comes near you gets lucky as well. You know, it's like you turn the planet into a lucky place. And here we have some more luck, and then your luck, and your taking chances in your luck turns into money for you and people who just touch you. You know, you just have that energy about you. Here in your special messages, you have 3, so something having to do with 3. You have the flamingo, which some people say it's about balance. I say it's about looking outside the box, you know, because pink is very unusual color in animals. So I just feel like, yeah, something very beautiful and unusual about you. But also, like, it's a combination of that, you know, having this balance, having this individuality and uniqueness, and combining all of that. Also combined with the fact that you're just amazing, tall and beautiful, and you just glow. The fish here represents success and money, abundance, and also fame and recognition. And you have Saxon, so maybe you're involved with some kind of like a Viking strong type of person that's got your back sturdy. Viking. So all right, here you go. Here's the only negative in the whole dang reading, and this is in the special message. So oftentimes when we've got it all, somebody will be jealous. I say I'm jealous out of it jokingly. You know, certainly I would like to have this reading, but you know, I have my own fortune and I have my own things to learn from my own fortune. But there's other people who don't see it that way. They want to take something from you, and so they get jealous and they might try to mess with you. So just be cautious. There could be coming in the trolls or those ones that want to mess things around. But I really don't see them having any power over your life or situation at all. Just know that they do exist, and angels are saying, watch out. Just be cautious of these trolls. You have a lot of love and you got the star, you got a lot of hope, and the glasses. So the glasses can mean you need glasses, there's some things that you're not seeing all the time, or you might need to see the fine detail of things. So just certain things you might overlook accidentally, and that combined with the trolls could cause some problems for you once in a while because you don't have any problems at all. Like, I would say 98% good things happening and 2% of these little minor details that kind of the snafus in your life. And yeah, just keep cautious because those little things will pop up here and there. So just watch out for them. But really, really, a really nice milk and honey kind of year for you, okay? So I hope you like that, Sagittarius. I'm moving on to Capricorn. Oh no, I'm not. I'm not moving on. I'm doing your Scrabble. Gosh, I almost forgot Scorpio, but I won't forget you. Okay, we'll put it over here. But this is part of your special message. So maybe let's see what this is about. If this kind of tells us anything. Fae. All right, here. You know what? You guys need to start following the fairies. They're begging you, please. We'll be here. We'll help you if you ever need any help. We know who these people are that want to mess with you. We can point them out to you. Okay, 2. Tay. We also have 4. No, we don't have an R. Okay, so maybe initials, maybe you can find a word other than I found. 8. You know, you might want to eat something or watch what you eat. Yep. You don't have any U's. So it could be anything for you guys. Just, just take what you want. Like, play with that. Take a screenshot and then play with it and see what else you can come up with, okay? All right, now I'm headed off to Capricorn Landia. Alrighty, hi Capricorn, it's Cherry. So I got you the Gilded Tarot Royale and decided to match it up with the Kippers here at both Zero Marchetti decks. And what happened was I did all the readings from Aries to Virgo, and then I lost it and I had to start over. So I decided just to keep it consistent to shuffle off screen and show you what cards came out. But I did do a live shuffle off screen. Alright, so let's see what you got. So first of all, you got the 5 of Swords. So feel like, alright, 5 of Swords is kind of a combative thing, and it's also like a hollow victory, like a win. It's almost like cheating, but maybe there's something about. So after the 5 of Swords, the World came up. So this is what I'm thinking. After 2020, you had this. Maybe it's a political thing, but you're feeling like there was just way too much cheating going on, in the world at large. Like too much hollow victories, too many things happening that just didn't sit right and help, make you feel good, make you feel confident, positive in the world. But also I feel like this is like, you could start the year this way a little bit, feeling a little salty, but I feel like you're moving into this beautiful new energy of connecting now with the world, like a Mama Gaia feeling, like you were once kind of felt like you had to sort of take shortcuts to get anywhere, like just it was very as much of a struggle. And now you're seeing differently, you're gonna see differently, okay? And you might be connecting with a fixed sign like Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, or Aquarius. All right, and then next you have Six of Cups. So somebody coming in that feels very much like home, this nostalgic feeling, a very lovey-dovey, nostalgic, and full of memories. And you know, whether you have actual memories with this person or not, you do definitely feel like you have like a past life connection with them somehow. They just feel very, very cozy and comfortable. And then you have the King of Pentacles, so that represents you as Capricorn, but it could also represent somebody coming into your life, whether you're male or female, either way. You know, somebody coming into your life that's also an earth sign like you. So, and so that feels nice and stable, feels very safe and sure. So yeah, possible Taurus or Virgo energy. And then, or another Capricorn, you know, I do see definitely could be Capricorn. The Eight of Pentacles, well, with eight's your number, and Eight of Pentacles means work is going to be excellent this year for you. You're going to, whatever you put in, to whatever efforts you put in, you're going to reap your rewards. I like there's cherries out there, cherry tree out there. So by springtime, there could be some interesting developments. I see cobwebs though, so there's some things that you're not focused on, right? You're focused on the immediate energy and not clearing away old energy as much as you might need to. So don't forget to do that. But otherwise, everything looks really, really good for business and for career and life path. Maybe the Ten of Wands does have to do with some of this energy. If you don't clear some of this old stuff away, then things start to get a little heavy, start to feel a little burdensome. Also, you might be taking on too much responsibility and not delegating enough. So you might need to start thinking of doing that somewhere along the lines in 2021. But, you know, I also feel like there could be a part of you just like, it can't be done right unless I'm doing it. So, and, you know, if you're going to take on that kind of attitude, then you have to take on the burden. But, you know, either way, if you set down your wands or if you take them on, either way, you're going to achieve. If you delegate, you're going to achieve. If you take it on yourself, you're going to achieve. It looks like you're going to make it, you know, no matter what you decide to do. Although people around you think, you know, it doesn't have to be this hard. If you, I can help you if you need me to, but you might have sort of a stubbornness about that and not want to share the burden. And maybe for good chivalrous reasons, I don't know. You might be involved with a beautiful high priestess, or this could be you. And also, I feel like your life journey, you know, your spirit path is going to be growing too as well in 2021. You're going to be reaching new heights. I love that both crescent moons are here. And it looks like an interesting combination of people. Like maybe a feminine here is going to be associated with a masculine here who's kind of stubborn, wants to take on a lot of responsibilities, and she will be a great guide to him and teach him things that he didn't know before, because he's sort of a materialistic person, you know. He's kind of basic and he follows certain rules, but yeah, but his world opens up when this person comes into his life and helps change his world for the better. And he feels very cozy, and he can make babies and bunnies with them and everything. Or maybe you're already in a situation like this, but yeah, look, I see a lot of abundance. I see a stubborn man or woman coming up, coming to a new conclusions, coming a new way of doing things, you know, letting go of some of these old ways of thinking and being a little more open-minded. And so your Kipper is really cool too. I decided to, I was going to just pull one Kipper, and the first one that came out was Distant Horizons, which is great. It's both traveling and exploring and having fun and seeing new places and having stability at the same time, knowing that no matter how far you go, you know you'll always be able to come back home. Or this could be you two traveling, you know, like those cruise ships, that port at different places, so you can get out of the boat and walk around and look around. And I think that's a beautiful thing, because at once, you're on this massive boat and getting to experience. I haven't ever done this yet, so I'm going to do this one of these days. I'm going to go on a cruise. But it's like you're on this massive boat and you're getting to experience this beautiful, it's almost like a world in itself on this boat, on this boat. But then when you dock, it's like you're home, or it's like a different way of exploring that you're used to exploring. But anyway, that's kind of going into that too much, but it's a positive energy. And the reason why I babbled on so much about that is because look what you got. You got married, so maybe marriage coming up to you in 2021, and you got courthouse. So it may or may not be like a traditional marriage, but it definitely at least filed paperwork to get married or be married by the court or something like that, So that's looks like what's coming up. Or maybe you've already done that in 2020, and this is just kind of like saying things are going really good for you guys. Maybe some of you are breaking up, but I don't see that. I see like this guy's actually happy, and I feel like it's a good situation. It feels happy, and it feels like 2020, maybe you got married in 2020, but you didn't get your honeymoon. Maybe now you'll be able to go on your honeymoon or travel more together, Okay, so let's see what your Scrabble has to say. Your charms have to say. Okay, so in the first quadrant, January, February, March, you have name, sure. You could be taking on somebody's name, right? Good. You have Saint Lawrence, who's the patron saint of Lawrence's, of cooks. So maybe you're a cook or somebody's good at cooking. And you have the mermaid. You have the marble that I designate to represent Earth. So a nice earthy situation, right? The world. This is the world. You're very connected to Earth and earthly things, right? You might have a child, or your child start thinking about kids. You have a lot of luck. You have a starfish, so that could represent beach, but any kind of star represents hope and dreams coming true. You got you got the goat, which is good for Capricorns. This is ambitious. This could be your Chinese sign too as well, but either way, it represents ambitions and climbing to the top. And I got your back, okay? So these people are trying to tell you, dude, I got your back. You don't have to do this by yourself. We're watching you do all this work, but we can help you, So, I got your back. People they're out there for you, for help. They don't want to steal your thunder or take away control. They just want to help. So you got the world again, star again. Good luck. You got name again. You got singing. And so this is April, May, and June. You have AC/DC, so it's like kind of this electric feeling, maybe rock star energy. Drinking your coffee, and a little tip with your coffee is to make it good for you. Just sprinkle just a little bit of baking soda to help neutralize it so it's not so acidy. Then you're starting to grow, branch out and grow, like either your business or your family or both, making roots and then branching out. And so here's where you might start traveling again, and then memories and nostalgia. So both the memories here, this could be in this quadrant right here, the Six of Cups feelings. That's what the elephant makes me think of, Six of Cups. 2019, you might, do a lot of reflecting, because memories, right? Reflecting back on 2020, 2019, and past years, and how you've done things, how much you've grown, and and what else you want to do, you know. Or there could be some specific date in 2019 that where you started something, you want to complete it now, you know. You didn't have a chance to in 2020, but now you do. But you're thinking that you got to proceed cautiously. Also, Operation Lifesaver could mean that you're going to save somebody, that maybe you're a first responder, maybe you know, somebody needs help and you're going to be there for them. You've got the dime, which means, to me, it just means like, it's the number 10. It also means that you can make a little go a long way. So you'll be able to stretch your money and do a lot with it. And the arrow right here, which is the love arrow. So maybe falling in love, or just, it's almost like, I can't avoid this, you know. I feel it in my heart. So July, August, and September is going to be a little more chill. You'll have maybe a bright idea or something, but mostly spending time with family. Then October, November, and December, you got Aladdin. So this is, you know, the masculine in transition might be coming in for you here, maybe. Maybe this is that stubborn guy. Unless they, you know, I didn't see anything else with this person coming in. So you might have to wait, you know, towards the end of the year before they come in, before you get married, before you meet them. Or maybe you'll meet them, but you won't get serious with them until towards the end of the year. Whoever this is, but you'll recognize them because they're stubborn. And then you got O and 6 and motorhead, so they could be into cars, they could be a mechanic. You have Saint Joan of Arc. This one is really nice because I didn't read this before, but it says, Saint Joan of Arc, give me the courage and the fortitude to defeat my fears and to give me the strength to fight in what I believe in. So that's really nice. So yeah, use Joan's strength to make your dreams come true. This is going to be a sweet month, but be careful with overindulgence in the sweets. And then you have an imaginative Cancer here, which is your opposite, but could very well be what's coming in for you. You've got the rooster, the Chinese rooster zodiac is pretty exciting. It's all about being confident, and it's like a wake-up call, early morning, rising, and being ready for the world. But there's a stable situation here, and if you celebrate Christmas and you're in the northern hemisphere, you're going to have a lot of Christmas joy, a lot of seasonal joy, and a lot of abundance and recognition, good money month. And maybe some of you might be able to actually get out and ride, but the bicycle, you know, a lot of you do. I know those diehards out there, no matter how cold it is, still ride their bikes. But it's not just about riding a bike. It can be, but it can also represent, you know, movement, constant movement. Even if it's just at the pace of a bicycle, it's still movement, and so that's good. So you got 15 and some more sweetness. So your special message in your year, it's like you can have pets, kitty cats, sweetness, something happening on the 15th, and somebody with the letter T, and ancestors, like getting messages from ancestors. Let's see what your Scrabble says. Okay, so you got N and a D and a U, another N, a den. Could be like, you know, your home, feeling comfortable. A Dan, person named Dan, and H, and a Han, like Han Solo, or Hun, somebody that calls you Hun. Very sweet. Hud, hen, like hen house. You're the hen and he's the rooster. Ned, Nan, So you decide. This is for you to play with, and if you see initials, great. If you see a word that stands out for you, that's nice. I feel like if no word stands out for you, you can go with hun as an endearment from your future person if you're seeing somebody in the future for you, or hun from your current person, whoever's with you, or nan from some kind of ancestor maybe. So that's up to you. And so I hope you guys like that. I'm going to move on now to Aquarius. Hi Aquarius, it's Cherry, the Scorpio. All right, we're going to do your reading, and I just want to preface by saying I shuffled off camera to keep consistent with the other readings. I did Aries through Virgo live shuffle, and then I lost it, so I had to do it all over again. So yeah, so I just, kind of redid their cards, but had to do different charms, sadly. Anyway, let's see what you guys got. Okay, so you got the Starman Tarot. I'm very excited about this. Your first card is 8 of Wands, including the Keepers of the Light Oracle. So 8 of Wands, I want to, I don't know, I know that 8 of Wands is all about, building communication, great communication. So I just want to, but I want to see what this deck has to say, what this book has to say, because I don't know if I've read any of this yet. The 8 of Wands, I'm just going to do the abbreviated version, is saying take initiative, strive for improvement, harness all available energy, and just go for it. This, besides communication, it's kind of like, it's quick action, it's going for it kind of feeling right here. I can make this happen. All right, and then next you have the 8 of Pentacles, so another 8. A lot of infinity kind of feelings going on with you. So the 8 of Pentacles is saying, oops, let's see where that is. Okay. So all the in this deck, all the court cards are up front. So, okay. So the 8 of Pentacles is saying, I am doing the work I was born to do. It's very Joan of Arc, I was born to do this. And the 8 of Pentacles is saying, practice your skills and encourage others to be their best. This is a deep satisfaction of your work. So your work is really doing great, and you're achieving a lot, and you're having a lot of drive and ambition. Then you have the Princess of Swords, which would be you, because Princess is the Swords energy is air signs like Aquarius. And I don't know if you've noticed the change of music if you listen to any of the other ones, but for you, I have spacey cantina stuff going on instead of, just regular jazz. I have jazz in space. All right, so the Princess of Swords is saying, I call on you to live your truth. This is dazzle in the delights of your ambition. See, I was talking about ambitions. Pay attention to your surroundings and question your reality. Keep an open mind. Don't go with the first thing you hear, Always keep open to multiple personalities, multiple possibilities. But there are those people out there with multiple personalities too. So watch out for them. They could be interesting to deal with. All right, so let's see what else you got. You also got the Ace of Cups. Lots of love in your life in 2021. It's feeling like a good year. Work is abundant and love is abundant. I overflow with the essence of life. Allow the replenishing energy to wash over you. Abundance of growth, all for your creative brilliance and love. So you're just, This is, still, about your life path and your abundance and doing well, but also in love and giving love and receiving love, overflowing with love, with coming from a loving place, just like the beauty charm. And whenever she comes out, this is unconditional love and coming from entering a room with the love in your heart. And then you have the King of Cups. Speaking of love, so maybe this is the person kind of give you some loving. Oh my gosh. All right, so this card is so interesting. He looks like he could be a space mechanic, but he's dealing with some kind of like pile of junk in the background. Yeah, and he's got his jets and he's got his cigar. Very funny, very humorous looking person. I think the princess looks awesome. And this King of Cups is funny. Let's see what the King of Cups has to say. So, the King of Cups is all about, I bring peace and harmony, compassionate and kind nature, dramatic and living grandiose, and receiving artistic success, believe in self and others. So you could be dealing with a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, or just this essence, this compassionate, loving essence in a person. Very nice. I'll put the one here. And then you got Three of Wands. This to me is kind of like the looking forward to things, looking up to the sky too, even maybe. But this is up ahead, something coming towards you. What is coming towards you? Or what are you looking out for? I expand my horizons. Grasp the opportunity, putting your plan into motion, giving the idea space to breathe and then find its own path. So you might be coming up with a great idea in 2021, a new plan, something exciting on the way. And then finally, you got the Starman. So the Starman could be this alien that you meet that comes into your life, or maybe it's just part of your idea or some kind of expansion or growth in your world. But let me see. Okay, the Starman is saying, I will blow your mind. And manifest your reality. Ideas are communicated, starting with communication. Ideas are communicated and brought into the physical world with ease. You have everything you need to create the world you desire. Configure yourself in liberating, expressive, and complex ways. Wow, that's really cool. Whew, I feel like reading all of Starman though. How about that? Let's do that. The Starman is an attractor field, through which we can observe the self we believe to be true. We're being invited to see the inherent nature of the human condition and look at what has been fashioned by culture through the ages. The belief and value system we have simply adopted. His glorious presence awakens us to see another realm entirely, and in that resonance, seemingly irrefutable facts are seen as fictions. See the open mind stuff that's here, keeping an open mind. We see the Starman bringing the seed of transformation to the world, carrying the weapon that compels us to self-destruct in one hand and the golden key that unlocks our supreme potential in the other. The luminous one descending to earth with his arms outstretched, an alien messiah, a vision of ecstatic color, light, and fire, molecular worlds, streaming tendrils of life-giving substance, traveling through space, surrendered in time, ripples in the exosphere, his presence shimmering with ancient symmetries, waiting for the moment to reveal his power because he knows it will blow our minds. A palpable sense of creative potency hangs in the air, a hidden potential demanding to be released. The dissolving of the Starman's solid form into a golden pool of liquid light, the sheer willingness to melt himself down to be reborn. Being reborn as something fresh, something new yet containing all the elements woven from the past is a powerful metaphor. We too can place the personality and various jaded facets of ourselves into the flame of creative life to be configured and reconfigured in ever more liberating, expressive and complex ways. Oh my God, there is this thing in the game I played that was called the Crucible. It was like melting something old and creating something new. It's kind of like that. We must throw ourselves into the white-hot flames, and despite this heat and sheer intensity, know that we can never disappear, to boldly confront the fear of destroying that which we cherish, something complete and comfortable with great intrinsic value, and yet be courageous and break it down, to trust the starman as he propels us toward the possibility of discovering what we didn't know that we didn't know, revealing the raw components of life with all the thoughts, frailties, passions, and anxieties, which can now be transformed and recombined into something powerful, impactful, extraordinary. He knows power does not come from him, but through him, and he wields it with absolute integrity, creating something magical out of nothing. The Starman offers us the elixir, a constant visual theme and quest in my work with Bowie. So the person who did this and worked with David Bowie, yes, and that's why it's the whole Starman thing, and I just love it. It was a gift for me from my daughter last year. So how to create images that brought things to the surface to be seen, felt, and ultimately be healed of its own destruction. We must risk our own destruction, risk our own failure, and embrace what appears to be a mistake. Bowie seized upon things that would have been viewed as insignificant, and these were often the things that bore the most fruit. He wasn't afraid to pull things apart that already looked finished, to reveal something unexpected and significant. When the Starman appears, it is a signal to see what elements of your life can be reinvented and rethought in order to create and reveal something extraordinary. He is calling you to discover your full creative potential. And there was no reverse for this card, by the way. Anyway, so that's really cool, I think. All right, so then to top it off, we have our Star Keepers of the Light Oracle card, and what came out for you was Commander Ashtar, Call to Action. So it's kind of like a repeat of the Starman. Take charge, lead by example, walk your talk. All right, so Commander Ashtar says this. Ashtar, also known as Commander Ashtar. Hold on, I'm going to change his music. It's getting a little weird. Okay, let's go back to the chill. Alright, Ashtar, also known as Commander Ashtar, is a multidimensional being who promotes truth, peace, and harmony between the planets. He is said to be an extraterrestrial, but appears in human form so that he communicates at heart level with all those on Earth who call on him. He is part of the Great White Brotherhood, a congregation of light beings who work to bring healing to the world, and is a wonderful guide to those who are feeling the call to bring positivity, healing, and inspiration to those around them. He lifts up the hearts of leaders and inspires them to walk their path with complete integrity. You are receiving a call to action and being asked to step up and create the changes you want to see in the world. Divine inspiration is all around you, and Ashtar and his legion of cosmic angels are standing by to offer you loving support. Know that you are being encouraged to be honest, assertive, and true in a loving way. You may feel your ego trying to hold you back, but know that when you take the first step, the next one will soon follow. Take some time to connect with the universe by looking up at the stars, knowing that there are loving beings of light gazing back down on you. You are not alone. I think you Aquarians already know that instinctively. You're not alone, but this is kind of like saying, hey, lots of fun energy going on here. You know, there's you got the 8, you got the Princess, you got a lot of love coming in. You have this really cute King of Cups that's just unconditional love, just a really nice person, super nice. something to look forward to. I think this is like you looking up to in the heavens, and then the Starman may or may not be the same as this guy, but I feel like this is kind of like your potential, like your, you know, your life purpose coming into full play right there. Alrighty, so let's see what your charms have to say. Okay. All right. So in the first quadrant, January, February, March, you have like the little twin flame eggs, yolks. I feel like this kind of represents what a twin flame is like, similar. They're like twins, you know, in this, from the same source, right? Source. This is source energy. Two little beings, two little entities within the same source. Although those entities can be very similar, they also can be a little bit different, but they're twins because they're in their source, from their same source. So that's what that means. But it could also just simply mean making eggs or something. I don't know. Getting your protein. So you got China, you got Faith. Ooh, you got two towers. I was going to say twin towers. You got, so similar but different, you know. A meeting place. Something having to do with France, maybe. A lot of creativity here, artistry. You've got a miracle coming, and the Kundalini rising. It's like this ripple up your spine when all your chakras are in line. You get this Shakti effect where it's a ripple up your spine. It goes from your root chakra to your crown chakra, and you can achieve this through yoga and other types of meditations and rituals and even belly dancing. And then you have the anchor. So it's great because the root chakra is what's really important here. You have to have a strong, sturdy root chakra. And if you do, then, you know, it's going to be super easy for you to create this Shakti feeling. So your root's very stable. A miracle might be coming. Oh no, so interesting. And your birthday is within this quadrant, I feel. Yeah. So you got the roosters, like a wake-up call. It's like early morning dawn, something going on. But you're feeling safe. It's like both kind of out of the box, exciting, but also feeling stable, like having being grounded in something. You have 12, so something within something 12 here. And you have the donut, the 3D donut, which means, you know, earthy things, 3D things, substantial things. You have the friendly Aquarius. I wonder why the Aquarius is friendly. So this is kind of just saying you are feeling your own element. You're feeling really good within yourself. You can have a happy birthday, but you might also celebrate with other Aquarians, or you might meet somebody that's also like you. So in the next quadrant, we have April, May, and June. You have a happy love. Aw, that's nice. And you have name, and so somebody may be taking on somebody's name, or somebody's name's important. You got this crazy little creature that has a strange skin. Sometimes I consider that like tattoos, and sometimes it could be something like vitiligo or some kind of. She's also a little bit like a giraffe, but doesn't really look like a giraffe. It's like kind of like, what is this? I don't know, maybe it's a giraffe. So yeah, an unusual character. And then you have the jack-o'-lantern. So somebody named Jack, or maybe somebody who's really into Halloween. Can't wait for it to be Halloween already in this quadrant. There's the Y. Y could have to do with the letter, but can have to do with the word Y. It could have to do with direction or crossroads. This is kind of a sweet period, though. Nothing too terribly difficult. There's some kind of timing issue. There is a high fertility during this time. So if you don't want to get pregnant yet, be careful, because your fertility is going up. And you have the snowflake just represents no two people are alike. You know, you're dealing with either yourself, you're very special, or another person who's very special as well. There's just no two snowflakes alike. And it's like 1 in a million, you know, 1 in a million type of person. Some things you might cut, but these scissors aren't open, so maybe not cutting up, trimming too much. Like, say if you need to trim your hair, I would say just do just a tiny bit, not a lot, not a big change. You got like the little deer. So if you want to start something new, it's gonna have like a little wobbly start, and then bam, it'll be off, you know. And then it'll be like wheels riding, going faster and faster as you go. So like from walking or stumbling to rolling, you know. Those of you who are single, if you're a single fairy, you're going to find your match. So you won't be single too much longer. But if you are single, no worries. You're feeling really good in your skin. You're feeling very powerful and beautiful and like you could fly, you know? So I think that's really nice. And then, I'm gonna fix that again. And then in the next quadrant, oh look, okay, so you've got the male wedding ring. So this means that either one, somebody's going to be committed, like, you know, decide to wear their wedding ring and, you know, be committed to you. Or it could be somebody who's already married, he's going to take off their wedding ring. But this is about commitment in general. Commitment from a man, okay? Because it's the masculine, or from the masculine. But commitment for, yeah, the masculine. All right, and then you got 3 wishes coming in. You've got a name, you got an idea, and forever. So maybe taking on someone's name. This could also represent commitment if you take somebody's name on. The flamingo is kind of like the out-of-the-box thinker, kind of weird, unusual, but balanced, you know, despite their different appearance. They're a very balanced person. And the elephant is it's about memories and past lives and feeling connected and knowing somebody like you've known them your whole life. And maybe you have. Maybe you've known them in a past life. All right, and then October, November, December, you got the Duck for sex. So lots of fun sex in this quadrant. You've got Tree of Life. You got Rock Solid, Stable Connection, China. You got drinking, so maybe being able to have fun during this season, being able to club or go to bars or go out. You are the queen. Mardi Gras is earlier in the year, yeah, but I just feel like you know, I just sense that kind of a party atmosphere, something like that. Or maybe there's some kind of like a Emmys or something that comes out. I'm not sure. There's going to be something where you dress up and you look cute. Maybe it has to do with Halloween. Or the Mardi Gras, or not Mardi Gras, I mean a Renaissance festival or something. But anyway, nevertheless, this is kind of like Emperor, Empress energy, Queen, King energy here. Or maybe this is when you're going to see meet your King of Cups coming in. And this is someone special. It's very nice. And also, if you take a risk, it'll pay off big. So take risks during this time of your year. It's going to pay off good. And it's funny because I actually got this at a Renaissance festival at the Sherwood Forest. The guy that gave it to me was this I was very impressed by how the men were dressed up. And so the guy who gave it to me had a helmet on, horns that were like reaching one end to the other. I mean, they were big. They were long horns, let's put it that way. And so I walked up to him and said, "Can I take a picture of you? I like your helmet." And he said, "Yes, I'm the horniest man in all of Sherwood Forest." And then he handed me the duck and he said it rhymes with you know what. And so that's how that story goes. All right. So then your special message is Ariel, the Little Mermaid. And you also have the marble of Venus that represents Venus. So love and Ariel's about singing her song, you know, speaking her mind, not giving up anything. You know, don't give in your tail for feet or legs, you know. Be sure to keep your voice, because your voice is very important. So keep that voice and say what you have to say. And I love moms, so you might become a mom, you might have a great mom, your mom loves you, you know, this is mother love energy, so your mom loves you, and you know, that's there. All right, so let's do a little Scrabble. Maybe we'll put it on this side. I don't know which side's better. Shake these up good because I'm getting so many weird letters. Okay. Let's see what we got. Yay, yar, yan. We had the year of the rat. Oh my God, isn't that ironic? We had the year of the rat. No more. We have one. And bats. And ray. Ooh, ray one. There's a ray of light, a one ray. A tone like music. A tone. Okay, interesting. So, yes. Oh, toy. Lots of toys for the kids. You are a toy, no. Ben. There could be somebody named Ben here. An art. And a boy. And net. And rent. Oh, I'm seeing a lot of stuff for some reason. Okay. All right, you guys. Well, that can mean a lot. And if you see something, that it also is yours. So you're welcome to keep playing with that and find some more stuff. I'm going to go ahead and move on now to finally to Pisces, and I should be all done. See ya at the next pile if you want to watch. Or Faith, Trust, and Pixie Dust. Hi, Pisces. It's Cherry, the Scorpio. So I am now going to do your reading. I went ahead and shuffled off screen and let whatever come out, because to be consistent with everybody else, and you're my last but not least. The first group, the part one was, for Aries through Virgo, and I had done all of that, and then I ended up losing all of that, so I had to redo it again and just like be real quick. And so second part two, from Libra to you guys to Pisces, I'm doing it the same way to be consistent. Okay. So you got, the Mermaid Tarot plus the Mermaid Oracle, or Oracle of the Mermaids. We'll just see what that is later. Let's see what you got. So you have Nine of Pentacles. Some of you out there might be single or start off the year single. But wow, abundant, completely abundant, doing really well in money and having no worries. And feeling just really good in your environment, like very happy. You have plenty of treasure. And then you got Two of Cups. So it's like the singlehood is not going to last very long. You're going to find somebody. If you haven't already met somebody, this just kind of establishes. So like two scenarios here. You're single and then you meet somebody suddenly, or you're just feeling really good in your environment, and your love life is expanding well. So you're both doing well financially and in your love life. All right, and then you also have the Fool. So I feel like, it could be related to your love life, like feeling like taking a risk. Maybe they're a little bit different from your usual type, or maybe something about the situation just makes you feel like you have to take a leap of faith, or try something a little bit different, or just jump in there, just take a chance. So but you're in for a beautiful, abundant, wonderful journey ahead, I think. And then next you have this awesome Knight of Wands. So your person, like, I don't know why, but I see it a lot. I see Pisces with Leos a lot for some reason. So person could be a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius maybe. I see Pisces with Sagittarians too. a lot, because Pisces and Sagittarius both share this thirst for knowledge, but also for traveling, this adventure quality that they have. So the Fool could be like going on an adventure. Look how the water is similar here. So, you know, by taking this leap and going into the water, or taking this, whatever chance that you're taking, drive, journey, traveling, whatever it is, you're going to meet this very sexy, awesome Knight of Wands. It could be just a fling, but it could turn into something substantial. Two of Cups means substantial partnership, but the Knight not necessarily have to be that guy. All right. Then you got Justice, and Justice could mean marriage. You know, it could be like, you know, it's a balancing of things. It talks about all kind of legal things and paperwork, marriages and divorces, but it could also represent, you know, justice of the peace and like a quick marriage. So that could be what's going on here, you know, like a very fast kind of sudden elopement, or just a quick just like, let's do it, you know, just kind of an impulsive action that you normally would have taken. But the fire energy of this night really makes you say, you know what, life is short, let's just do it, you know. And then you got the Magician. So the Magician is all about, it's like magic to me. I feel like the feeling that you have with this person feels very magical. So it's oh, and here we have Libra, so you could be attached to a Libra maybe. But I feel that, and then Magician could be Gemini. So maybe some of you might be interested in the whole air energy as well. So you got fire and air, but and the Fool kind of represents any sign. But we start off really good with this very solid, sturdy earth energy, plus this lovey-dovey cup energy. And the Magician is all about using the tools at hand to manifest your dreams. Your dreams are coming true. And it's brilliance, it's inspiration, it's skill, it's mastery, it's manifesting. It's actually the Fool's journey coming to, it's, you know, coming to kind of a developing this dream, this ideal, this journey starting to develop into something physical and real and tangible. So yes, very nice, very nice. Okay, so let's see what your Oracle of the Mermaid is this: a guide, mentor, or trustworthy ally. So this Magician could be this guide coming in, maybe, or somebody that really helps you along, both maybe in your love life, maybe in your spiritual quest, maybe life path, whatever it is, a guide's coming in. I like how, you know, they're drawn like they look like mirrored mermaids, like they could be twins, or could be a Gemini coming in, just like you have Gemini right here. So I'm going to read to you what the guide has to say. So the guide says, so the mermaids are going to sing to you. Ready? The mermaids sing. When working with spirit guides, we have noticed you are often encouraged by your spiritual teachers to hand over your trust and your own guidance systems to these invisible gurus. In some cases, this can be worthwhile. In others, the very best guides are those who create strength within you, and you never seek to overtake your own willpower and your own mindset. This is exactly what I'm trying to encourage. I'm trying to encourage everybody to find their own power, their own oracle within them, because you guys are your own tarot readers. You take what you see here and you make it your own, right? And also, just, you know, a lot of you out there, you're your own psychics, and you sometimes, and most of the time, I would say maybe more talented than me. I know a lot of you like to reach out to me as kind of a second opinion, and that's always helpful, right? That's the way I see it. I'm either encouraging you or I'm in second opinion, but that's how I want you to see this. You know, I'm not telling you anything, okay? So the mermaids are encouraging you to ask questions, observe, and examine the suggestions and insights they offer you. They are quality guides, and they are the ones who may not be a good frequency match for you. And we mermaids, there are some that are out there, they're not good matches, but the mermaids have seen Too often, people become overwhelmed and drowned by their capacity to give their complete trust away. Even we must sometimes check in and discuss with others, for we so often trust more willingly than is wise. Know that your guide may not be in agreement with you, that truly, like the ocean and her strength and her tides and currents and rips and waves, she or he may challenge you greatly, but it's often through these challenges that you are taught. Simply be sure they are not feeding off your energy or overwhelming your own energy field in your own mental, emotional, and spiritual independence. Check in with how you feel after each message or session with a guide, and then when in doubt, take him out. This will help you, if you wish, by leading one to you via water, via your emotions. And speaking of water, always acknowledge your emotional response. When they come, and once there is trust, they can guide you to us, to Lemuria, to Atlantis, to the beautiful wise. The wise, and to many water worlds. This is the magic of guidance. So when this card appears, it talks about the arrival of one that you can trust. Okay, a spirit guide wishes to make healing contact with you. They are extremely loving, helpful, and they have personality. Like a cool, clear water, unconditionally loving, warm, and very helpful in matters of adaptation and improvement of your human experience. They relate to you. Be ready for your psychic abilities to be similarly challenged. You may find yourself discarding baggage in the form of belief systems that overcomplicated and unpower-oriented. You will find all the stimulation you need in simplicity, and yet you will be more awake than ever intellectually. You are more grounded, enriched, and truly yourself than ever before. As you develop your relationship with your guide, be aware that others may find it strange. Always check in. Your guide may be with you for a long time, forever, or for a short time. Never become so absorbed in your guide's reality that you neglect your home. True guides bring us into deeper relationships with the planet and the oceans and their beings, and make us wish to live more deeply here. They fully assist and support our connection. They never ask us to leave or encourage us to have those thoughts of departure before our time has been fulfilled. They will bring us to the now strongly and assist us in knowing the past. With less and less attachment, they are profoundly healing and awaken our energy to an extremely vital level, till we feel we are overflowing with love. That's a very nice message. I love that. I don't know if I've ever read the guide before. That's very nice. All right, so yeah, and it's a really nice card. You could be meeting a twin flame that is also a guide, or this could represent some same-sex energy too for some of you out there. All right, so let's see what the charms have to say. I have each in a different... I didn't say anything about this, did I? Well, anyway, I'm telling you guys. Pisces knows, nobody else knows. So each section talks about a different time of the year, and then the special message plus Scrabble will be in the middle. Okay. Okay, so let's see what we got. Pisces. Give myself some room. All right, first of all, for the first quadrant, January, February, March, we have stability. Just like, yeah, so you start off with a nice, stable situation, plenty of money, maybe a magic carpet ride, maybe a kiss, maybe Sebastian saying kiss the girl. This rippling effect of the Kundalini rising up your spine, sweet and inspired. The scissors are closed, so you might not be cutting out anything, or if you do, it might be just a little bit of your hair, trimming your hair a little bit, but very minorly, and on the new moon if you want it to grow back fast. But the Kundalini rising is great, so either yoga or belly dancing or other methods to help, you have a very solid, I feel like this means that you're solid. Your root chakra is awesome. You're feeling really good and solid, and so because of that, you're able to heal every part of all the chakras all the way up to the crown and release the Shakti feeling. So in the next group, April, May, and June, you got Virgo. So you could be attracting an opposite here, a practical girl. Why, or boy. Why, hug, name, sure. And the Emperor, Empress chair, King and Queen chair. This is your throne, your royal throne. You've got, and the flamingo keeps coming out, but the flamingo is saying, hey, there's this kind of like out of the box idea, but it's balanced, it's cool, you know, you seem different and maybe a little different. People might not always agree with the idea, but it's a good idea, it's sound. You feel safe. AC/DC, you're like lightning, thunderstruck, something exciting coming in. You've got I love football. We have the football season mostly in the first quadrant, from, you know, kind of a mix of these two, but so maybe this is just a person that makes you get all excited and flustered, a nice burly football type. You have something happening on the 16th of one of these months. I think it's the 16th. No, maybe it's 19. Okay, I can't get this out. Okay, I got it out. Well, MTV is talking about, I guess if you don't know what MTV is, it's music television. It used to be a channel that was really cool, and now I don't know what the heck it is anymore. But it's about nostalgia, and it's also about, kind of represents the MTV generation. So somebody that might have a similar generation of your own that you feel comfortable with, or it's just can be simply like enjoying music and TV during this time, or maybe it has something to do with your work, you know, maybe vlogs and blogs and all that kind of stuff. Something happening on the 19th, Juneteenth maybe. You're a big connection with the world. You might be meeting with some stubborn person or resistance from somewhere. There is, though, with the dinosaur here, even though the raptor, a feeling of like somebody older than you, somebody that you know, somebody feels familiar, somebody you've known a long, long time, maybe a past life. Olaf, you got a lot of frozen, well, not a lot, but a couple of frozen people here. So that could represent that story too, like something within that story has a lesson for you. We have the United States with the piano, and the goat could be a Chinese zodiac sign of the goat, or like a Capricorn, but there's some kind of ambition here, some kind of ambitious endeavor here, with some kind of, like, you have an idea that's meeting some resistance or something interesting. But it could have to do with it feels like somebody you know that feels familiar to you, that's big and burly, footballish. They could be Virgo, or so this, we didn't get any Virgos. The Knight of Wands is fire, so it could be maybe not a romantic partner yet, maybe, but still, you're gonna get very surprised and very enlightened, maybe. All right, so the next group here, July, August, and September, you got a lot of luck here, a lucky time, scrambling things up, mixing things up, or cooking, or enjoying those kinds of things. A lot of communication, good communication, like good luck, whatever you put in. Like if you take any chances, like the Fool, this might be the time where the Fool comes in, taking a chances and winning big. Okay, winning big for taking a risk, playing it cool. Some more communication, like some of it is light-hearted banter and some of it is deep and serious communication. There's a lot of music here and more nostalgia with this person. Like, haven't I met you before? I feel like I've known you before. All right, and then your next quadrant, October, November, December, you have the 13th and the 12th of one of these months. I know December 12th and 13th are family people's birthdays. You could be working out and getting nice and fit. There's love here and baby making here. And oh my gosh, more good luck for you. More Fool energy with, so like that feeling like transferring over here to this side. You've got maybe a visitor or somebody. Oh, this may be when your guide comes to you, but a visitor or some important news and some more communication over here. It's a little bit light communication. A birth of an idea, or it could have something to do with, you know, baby making and you know, wanting to have children, but it could simply be like a birth of something new in your life. And you have Saint Cecilia, the patron saint of music, and you have the donut. The donut is something that my son made on a computer and printed it out on a 3D computer printer. Isn't that awesome? And it has sprinkles and teeth marks and everything. I feel like this, whenever this comes out, it's definitely a 3D situation. So if you were like, say, in a twin flame relationship, this is where you would have your meeting. And it turns 3D. The wheelbarrow here means some work, maybe gardening, enjoying that kind of work, but you're putting work into it and getting, you know, your efforts are being rewarded and a lot of peace. Okay, so let's see what your middle section is. You got a lot in the middle section. So it's talking about Frozen, and you have 3 Frozen characters. So really, if you don't know the movie, watch it, because Frozen 2, because there's some kind of moral in that story for you, I think. This is your special message. So Lieutenant Destin Mateus, he could be the one that's showing up. You know, this could be your knight, you know, and maybe after all, a dependable knight that sticks around for a while, you know. You've got Sure, China, Idea, Ever. Idea keeps popping up. 4, like 4 of Wands. Your twin flame. You got a heart. You got key to each other's heart. You might want to buy some clothes or doll up or pamper yourself a little bit this year. Like, focus on that. Don't forget to buy new clothes whenever you need them, right? Music is a focus. Your dreams are going to be like talking to you a lot, especially Pisces. If there are any Pisces out there that don't try to record your dreams, you really should. I mean, more than any other sign. And if you have trouble remembering your dreams, then work on like cleaning your energy so you can remember them, because Pisces really need that dream work to help them. And then you've got the Eiffel Tower, so it could be a very special meeting place, because this guy's coming in. A very special meeting place. Could be some kind of French connection, however you want to see that. Okay, I'm going to do Scrabble over here. All right. Let's see. Oops. And one fell over here. So you have Tog, Tox, Text. Oh, text. I said ooh, and then O was here. Or ooh. Look what I found. Hourly text. I don't know why that came out to my eyes, but somebody, because communication came out a lot, and I feel like some of you out there are just so tired of being with people who won't communicate, and this person is not going to be one of those. This person is going to be a person who communicates a lot and is going to always be there for you verbally. Like, maybe your language of love is communication. Some of you out there, not everybody, but so yeah. That's what I see. Now you might see, let's see what else we can see. We don't have love. Do you have soul? Nope. Do you have anything else like the hour, home? Nope. X. We have X. We have good, not good. We have your ex. It could be your ex. Lie is there. We don't want the lies. And then the doorbell ring. your ex is here. So I like this though. I think I'm sticking with this message, and if you see anything that you feel resonates to you, you see initials or whatever, this is yours to play with. And just like the rest of the reading and the cards, you are your own guru, your own tarot reader. Like, somebody might be coming in to guide you and help you, but know that you are the one with the power. Especially you, Pisces. You're the oldest of all the signs. You're the most deep and spiritual of all of us. Really tap into your natural gifts of psychic powers and energy. Amazing job. Whatever you're doing already, great job. And then just keep up the good work and keep doing that for yourself, and maybe providing help for you. Maybe you'll be the guide and help other people. Anyway, so there you go. I'm finished. Yay. All right, everybody. Well, I'll see you around. Faith, trust, and pixie dust.